Welcome back to Katie Quiz, brought to you by GBU Life. It is now time for our final round with some big points up for grabs. It's a round we call More or Less. We have two sets of clues for each team, and in these sets of clues, we're looking for an answer. After the first clue, the points value is 30. You get 30 points if you get it right, but you get 30 points deducted from your score if you answer incorrectly. You can take a second clue, though. That drops the points value down to 20. 20 points if you get it right, 20 off if you get it wrong. A third and final clue is available. 10 points is the points value at that stage. 10 points if you get it right, 10 off if you get it wrong or fail to answer. And again, we have two sets of those clues for each team. Up first will be our team from Belle Vernon Area High School. And Belle Vernon, here is your first clue, the 30-point clue. In a novel by this author, a family is evicted from Norland Park, leading to the Dashwood sisters' move to Barton Cottage. Would you like to answer for 30 points or take a second clue for 20?
Emily Bronte.
That is a great guess, but we were actually looking for Jane Austen on that one. And I see what the strategy is here, and that's a really smart move. But unfortunately, that one was incorrect. You have another set of clues, though. Here's your next 30-point clue. The Alawite dynasty currently holds power in this country. What is that country for 30 points, or would you like to take a second clue for 20?
Can we get the second clue, please?
For 20 points, the Almohad and the Almoravid dynasties previously ruled this African country.
Morocco.
Morocco is correct. You lost 30 on the first one. You gained 20 on the second one. So that's a net of minus 10. That takes you to 280 for the day. You have a very nice job today, Belle Vernon Area High School. Up next is our team from the Ellis School. Here is your first set of clues, starting with the clue at the 30-point value. In one disease, this structure's dystrophin gene is mutated, causing the appearance of large muscles due to an accumulation of fat and connective tissue. Would you like to answer for 30 points or take a second clue for 20?
Can we take the second clue?
For 20 points. This structure is present in abnormal number in patients with Klinefelter syndrome. Would you like to answer for 20 or take a third clue for 10?
We'll take the third clue for 10 points.
For 10 points. What sex-determining structure is present alongside the Y chromosome in human males?
The X chromosome?
X chromosome is correct. You just added 10 points to your score. Here's your second set of clues, starting with the 30-point value. Corneille, Racine, and Molière were among this country's notable playwrights. Would you like to answer for 30 points or take a second clue for 20?
Can we get the second clue for 20 points?
The second clue is its Estates General in the 18th century was similar to the English Parliament. Its chief minister under Louis XIII was Cardinal Richelieu. Would you like to tell us that country for 20 points or take a third clue for 10?
Is it France?
France is correct. You got 20 on the second one. You added 10 on the first one, so you netted 30 points in that round, and that takes you to 200 for the day. It was great having you on the show today, the Ellis School. Finally up, we have our team from Armstrong High School. And Armstrong, here is your first set of clues, starting with the 30-point value. Shifting from a smaller one of these things to a larger one can be done by boosting velocity twice the Hohmann transfer. What are we looking for 30 points, or would you like to take a second clue for 20?
Can we please have the second clue?
The second clue. Because angular momentum is conserved in these paths, equal areas are swept out in equal time. What are we looking for 20 points, or would you like to take the third clue for 10?
Yeah. Another clue, please.
The final clue. Kepler's first law states that these paths are usually elliptical. Name these rotating paths a planet takes around a star.
Orbits.
Orbits is correct. You just added 10 points to your score. And your second set of clues, starting with the 30-point value. In this novel, a character named Orange Juice is killed by a hyena. Would you like to answer for 30 points or take a second clue for 20?
Another clue, please.
For 20 points, the protagonist of this novel sees an island of algae inhabited by meerkats and gives two versions of his story, one with animals and one without. Would you like to answer for 20 points, or would you like to take the third clue for 10?
Another clue, please.
The final clue. In what Jan Martel novel does Paiseen Patel get stranded on a raft with a Bengal tiger?
Oh, that's Life of Pi. Yeah, Life of Pi.
Life of Pi is correct. You got 10 on the first one, 10 on the second one, and that means you added 20 points to your score, taking you to a whopping 365 points for the day. That means you are this week's winner, and Armstrong, we will see you later on in the playoffs. Belle Vernon Area High School, the Ellis School. You guys gave us a great matchup, and it was a pleasure having you here on the show. Good luck with the rest of the school year, and we have another great matchup for you next time on Katie Quiz, brought to you by GBU Life.